Driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again. They would found a new village deep in the countryside. With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source. The simplest source was gathering from nature.
Yaro, Tawera.
With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Yeah. Better. What? Huh? It's your father. Gadriende.
Huh? Meta. Huh? Yeah. Gadriende.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs.
Quetta.
First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Workende.
Next, the growing village would need wood to build with.
Yaru. Gonganda. Huh? Gongande. Yes, Samiende. Yeah. Huende.
Yaro. Yes, Samiende. Poeta, Feralda. Ichawela.
The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
Workende.
Thanks to the camp, villagers no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber. The village now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Quetta. Gongande. Wudu. Workan. Workende. Yeah, each a para. Here work, huh? Workende. Quetta.
With additional housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce. But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Here worked.
Where can?
Yaru. Workende. Aoth Talenda. Cheerless Abidende. Yes, Sammy Ende. Wudu.
Huh? Where can they?
Yeah. Workende. Huh?
Done.
Here work.
Woodsmen and farmers now kept the village well supplied.
Yeah. Aoth Talenda.
Further growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts.
Yaru. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Able to move quickly and see great distances, scouts were key
Yeah.
to discovering new resources. The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
Yes, sir.
To prevent having to haul ore large distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
Yeah. A steer after lass. Yes, sir. Workende.
Pore guarda. Gande.
A well-placed camp ensured efficient gold mining. With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town. The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Gone get they. Where can they?
Yeah. Work on. Abendende.
you say?
Gently would do.
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves. The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
It's Timbratheos.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers. Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
Yes, sir. Spere asterende. Yahweh.
Garwigan.
Yahweh.
Garwigan.
Each way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Garwigan. Yahweh.
Yes, sir.
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion. The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Garwigan. Tremet cometh on.
Hurra.
Yes, sir. Aknawa.
With the road open, the militia could now reclaim their lands in the north. First, the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry. Advancing aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry. The invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack. spears were highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to win the day. All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables. The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed, but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage. The township needed cavalry of its own to deal with this, and so would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, the town needed to build their stables near the front lines. Fortunately, friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort.
Yarway, you are. Eat your worker.
Relic, Garu!
Barry,
Estes comende. That shula beo timber.
eat.
Gerth opa.
With stables in place, the town could field horsemen of its own.
That shula beo timber.
Barry, you. We send off shootinette.
Eat your worker. Eat your worker. Go get a takerham. Work in day on Akerham.
Garu Uppa.
Beod me. Vin Hester. Ayored Yaru. Yeah, Yaru. Vin Hester.
Here up, Neodich. Yes, sir. Garwi
Beod
Gan
me.
Mura.
Yeah, Yaru. Ayored Yaru. Vin Hester. Beod me. Yeah, Yaru. Ayored Yaru. Beod me. Vin Hester.
The town now had a rapid light cavalry, skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
Yeah, Yaru. Ayored Yaru. Beod me. Ayored Yaru. Yeah.
Yedita Upa.
Yaru.
Hey, sir.
Leteth Uskan. Fereth Eowegan. Cometh honor. Eat your willa. A Stegeth on way. Each a folier. Steady fast and who? Kayarenas Yahweh. Each year.
The cavalry eliminated the enemy archers and moved on to destroying the archery range itself. The invaders' archers and their camp were destroyed. A final enemy emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen. To deal with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders. Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
Hestes commended. Each timbre theos.
Eorenas Yerleta Fotgan. Yeditin Upa. Yesi. Porto.
Yarway Eow Arler. Yes, sir. That Shule Bayo Timbran. He shall.
Idzie bruke dat.
Hereath Opper. Agnawa. Each a worker. See they.
Blister Ferreth Eowegan.
Ige objese.
Yarway Fatima. Off where
With several archery ranges in place, the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
Off where Thaf. Each timbre theos.
Fair and on.
Hestes commende. He shall. Each a worker.
Fair you were.
Each timbre theos. That Shule Bayo on her. Yes, sir. Soon are.
Estes commende. Each timbre theos.
Each timbre theos.
Ige yese.
Hestes commende. Fatima.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance, so long as they took the proper position.
Strelboran, si foliende heesum. Strelboran, Yaru. Strelboran, Yaru. Strela Fuse. On Styria, Strelbor.
On Munath.
Strelbor, yes.
Word cometh honor. Letteth Usgaan.
Abu Iquila.
Here, a sneaketh on way. Letteth Usgaan. Ritanu. On Mu cometh honor.
And your worker?
Word, yes.
Strelbor, Congat on way.
Here, a bell.
Abuga, Strelbor.
List.
Strelbor.
A stick.
Abuga, Strel. Did a hit.
Here,
Each Strel. Fletcher.
word, a stick.
Yes. Had a Congat on way.
Lid Baron, Hail Wigan. Letteth Us.
Strelbor, good Fletcher. Gat Strelbor. On Styria, Strelbor.
Poised on a cliff top, the longbowman would be protected from an infantry charge.
On Munath.
The last of the invaders fell to the resurgent homegrown population. Now that their lands were free of enemies, the town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city. Here, too, the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth.
Yaru to work. Each timber Theos.
Yaru to work. Each a worker.
Where a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city. From there would grow an empire.